it's Sue. How you doing? So, okay, you know what? I realized yesterday morning it's been 7 months since I gave you guys an update on my facelift journey. That's a long time. I am so sorry. I've missed you guys. Did you miss me? Well, better late than never. Let me give you a quick update. So, let's see what has changed. Um, Scars, they're pretty much undetectable now. What's funny is that I'll have people who know that I had a facelift and they'll come up to me and they'll be like, Sue, let me take a look at your scars, and I have to chuckle inside because I know that they're going to have a hard time finding them. And it's true. They'll have a hard time finding my scars. And truth be known, I mean, when I had the surgery, my surgeon, she plays a really good game of hide and go seek. She hides them and you got to find them. And she does very well. So she's a true artist in that respect. So another thing is the numbness. You know, Last time I gave an update, there was still some numbness, and yeah, I still have a very, very little amount of numbness. Um, it's practically gone, and I would imagine that probably within the next 2 months it'll be 100% gone. Um, so that's cool. Um, Basically, I would say that my face is really just kind of settling into itself. It's kind of getting to where it's going to be. And I'm kind of cool with where it's going to be. I mean, I've got the neck of a 25-year-old, and I still have my laugh lines and my crow's feet and stuff like that. So, I still have proof that I've lived. Um, and that was actually intentional. Uh, when I had my initial consultation with the surgeon, um, we discussed, what my goals were, and she helped me with, some direction and, insights into what I can expect, in the years following the facelift. So again, it was intentional to keep because I didn't want to totally erase the fact that I have actually lived a life. So for that reason, I held on to that stuff up here, the lines up here, and my little crow's feet, and but actually, you know what? With the rest of it being freshened up, I think that it actually makes my whole face, it freshens up my whole face. So even the parts that I didn't get done are still freshened up. Now, I know, this was this was the decision that was made for my particular situation. Um, I am not going to say that everybody should get exactly the same thing done because a facelift is incredibly personal. It's very unique to each individual. So what's right for me isn't necessarily right for other people. So, if you're considering doing it, you and your surgeon need to, really discuss exactly what you're looking for. I got exactly what I wanted, so I'm like 100% thrilled. But uh, so let's see what else. Well, I smile a lot more, and that's just because I feel good about how I look. Also, my overall energy level seems to be higher now, and I think too that that is I mean, it might be a little psychological or physiological or some kind of logical. Uh, the reason why I think I have a higher energy level is, when I first, prior to having it done, I looked tired. I literally looked tired all the time. And unless I actually put a good smile on my face, I looked tired. So I don't know. I think that that's just kind of something that happened as an indirect result. I don't know. Another indirect benefit is it's keeping me honest on my diet. Some of you know that I'm basically a lifetime dieter. And uh, whenever I put on a few pounds, I can feel it. The first place I feel it is in my face. And, as soon as I feel a little tightness, um, I'm right back on the diet, because the last thing I want to do is stretch the skin because, that will just totally, take away all the great results that I've gotten. So, so yeah, it's kept me honest on my diet, and that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Um, but even more than the external, I really kind of want to kind of touch on the internal. Um, my self confidence is so much higher than what it used to be. I used to be incredibly self conscious about my appearance. Um, and my neck in particular, because it really just hung. I had a really saggy neck, and I'm gonna share with you an encounter that I had. Well, not really an encounter, but an experience that I had that really was what gave me the final oomph to go get this done. So this was even before my initial consultation, before I ever called to have that done, to set that appointment. I was at the gym and I was on the treadmill, and the door to the gym opened. I looked over, and this guy walked in. He looked over at me, and then he looked away. And I remember, and I remember this, like it was yesterday. I remember thinking, did he look away because of my neck? Because he would have caught my profile. And I'm going to say that again. I remember thinking, did he look away because of my neck? It's kind of sad, isn't it? You know? Um, but it's what went through my head. Uh, in all honesty, I don't even know if, I mean, he could have been looking over in my direction because he was looking to see if, like, maybe a friend of his had shown up. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's what was going through my head. And the reason why that was going through my head is because of the fact that I was so self-conscious, and that was messing with my head. So, you know, more than the external, I think that the internal is really the most important reason for me to have this done. Um, because if I had great self-confidence prior, um, then I could work with the external. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but uh, the fact that the external was affecting the internal, that's why I went ahead and did this. So when you consider something like this, there are so many factors to keep in mind. Like I said, there is the external. What's going to happen to your face? What is there something that you want to change? There's the internal. There's the how are you feeling right now, and how is a procedure like this going to affect you? Will it affect you? Um, there's also logistical factors during the journey. Especially like during the recovery and all that stuff. You have to factor all of that in. So there's a lot to consider, and so my personal thought is, if you're considering doing it, um, take the time, um, have a consultation. Uh, you might be like me and have basically the same reasons for doing something like this. Uh, or maybe it's just 100% an external thing. I don't know. But I just wanted to share a little bit about what ultimately got me to make this decision. So anyway, I will check in with you guys after I have my final appointment, which will be in, I don't know, a month or two, and share, the before and after pictures as well at that time. So I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic evening, a fantastic week, fantastic weekend, fantastic whatever it is that you want to have. Just make it fantastic, okay? Because you're fantastic. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.